Shelfie could be getting himself some free kills. Look at how he's been able to put himself into this corner. Now Tizian, he's going to fall back on this. zorte will peek out towards Catwalk. He's actually run away with two, and it's going to be a three-piece for Tabson at the end of the day, delivering, bringing things back. Shelfie at the top of mid, catching them off guard. They've got the numbers, but the A site may be under their control. Without the bomb, it's to no avail.
Now, how do they come back together from this? Because Tabson and Tizian, they find themselves stuck in a very awkward spot, one in CT, and one has to route his efforts towards short. And they have absolutely no idea where Shelfie is going to be heading. They do have 40 seconds on the clock, but they also don't have any armor to work off of. These different angles will be incredibly tricky to wrap their heads around. Tabson now trying to work up the courage to push up forward, starts to get sandwiched here, and there's no chance he survives that. forZe, affected by the sides. But when you're playing up against a bigger opponent, it definitely helps.
I like how Big was just able to enter long and just run away with 2 kills. And I'm not talking about Big, I'm talking about forZe, because he did it all by himself.
Yeah, that was a solo operation if I've ever seen one. And now Big want to route their efforts towards the B site, and there's only one defender remaining, Norway, trembling in his boots, holding on to this A1S. The barrel's starting to melt from the pressure coming towards him.
Yeah, big task. Really big task ahead of him. Only player holding him down the site. He needs forZe level of performances. What's that one player? Tizian making a lot of noise, but Tabson, what a swing around. Assist his teammate. The site is theirs, full control, and no one has to die from Big.
zorte and Shelfie immediately realize that they cannot fight against a torrent of players on the B site. Good decision from them to save. To stay as far away from the action as you can, because you've got quite a bit of money to work off of. zorte with 3,200 and Jerry having 3,700 as well means that they can still have a very comfortable buy in the next round. And it still puts Big in the spot where their economy will be threatened as well. So forZe want to immediately fight this.
They're going for it. They want to deny these weapons. And they've already picked up Shelfie. Really strong stuff. That nade shows exactly where zorte is. If you want to push, you're going to have to push now or change your direction quickly, because Keto needs to find these kills. All to himself, onto the side, flashed over. The assistance is there, finds ahead of the first, but can you find Jerry onto the back line? Flash towards Catwalk. The rest of them want to move in, but this is Keto's army. He's the one that needs to make the play. Double smoke aligned in once more. They've taken quite a long time. 30 seconds. forZe is here in numbers. Plenty of players trying to hold this out. Peeking through. Tizian delivers. So does forZe. And now they can get the bomb down. They need to move quickly. Norway switching things up a bit, but spotted by Searson. Looks like that. Shelfie looking to shut down this push. It's all down to Searson. 12 seconds. Can he get the bomb down in time?
It's all about interrupting Searson's bomb plan, and Searson might not want to stick it because it's a very difficult position to be in. Searson gets the bomb down, and then now it's all a battle of the wits. Searson switching over to the AK-47 makes it a very difficult duel for Shelfie, and although he got the lineup, he cannot go well for the CT side. It's really a bit of a game of cat and mouse to try to jump the other opponent. But look at how they've already gotten a bit of control here. Tizian only getting half as lucky as forZe.
Still a one-on-one. I think they may have found movement towards Catwalk. Inching a little bit close, of course. With this first smoke, it indicates to forZe that they are nearby. It's just a matter of time whether they pull the trigger or not. Here comes a flash, the secondary smoke will fall to conceal their heads. zorte, big task ahead of him with that AWP, but he does have reinforcements on site for Shelfie. It is a very methodical push. Off angle for Shelfie, gets caught wide open. Keto with a headshot. Now they can move in.
Kenzie hasn't really rotated early on enough, so they're going to still be far away from the bomb site. Zorte's just playing it conservatively, and that'll allow Keto to move onto the site, but they've dropped the bomb in the middle of it. zorte will have a field day trying to keep them off of it.
Oh, zorte switching up his position as well, but won't be able to collect it. The bomb retrieved, and therefore the plant will ensue. Movement from double long, 2 players strong.
You can see that they're super unaware of the positions that the T side have taken because Norway is still very worried about what could potentially come through from CT, and with half of his attention being there, now's the time to actually pay attention.
So much pressure. Keto shut down. They're looking to lock down the site, and so far they've been able to do it. Switching up the position though. Favin, this could be massive. As long as he's not spotted, this could be his time to shine. Sisson delivers, jumps up, damage inflicted. Can't quite close it out. My word. The chaos, but forZe recover and get the necessary kills to get the win.
Middle, take control of lower tunnels. They've set it up in a way where...
This aggression, all spots out of foot. There's a follow-up though, Tizian finds it. Now Norway needs to pick up the pieces, delivers, and a smoke falls just in time to stop them.
That was actually just in the nick of time. Norway had a smoke out as well. And Big, they're looking unsure about what they want to do. Jerry has the audio key. He might want to follow Favin into it. He knows that short has been cleared because a player is dropped. The question is whether or not he wants to make a ballsy play like that. Here it comes and execute.
Thing is, he can't leave mid open. He needs reinforcement for that to help Norway onto the site. That's a difficult spot. Norway, mollied out, flashed out, nothing he could do. It seemed to me forZe were a little bit slow to their reaction timing there.
I would have really liked for Favin to immediately, I would have really liked Jerry to hit the pedal as soon as he started hearing the player from short drop down, because that would have allowed them a reasonable chance to actually come back into it. Sisson playing a super aggressive angle means that getting into the site is not going to be an easy feat at all. And once again, forZe are locked out.
They may be able to get themselves some exit frags, holding down the tunnels. Dual setup. Oh, do you expect another player? Sisson, single-handedly. Wow. Bullets to both of the players.
On paper. pb.gg/winter. If you want to bet on these teams, make sure you do it responsibly, though.
Early aggression coming out from long, and it seems like tabseN and Tizian have made the wonder work. Now there's only one towards the A site. Big quickly managing to find these kills has been such a crucial part of their executes.
It's all going to come down to Zorta being able to capitalize on the bomb being in an awkward position. It doesn't necessarily make sure that he keeps them off the bomb. It's all about funneling them towards that position. But Zorta doesn't get a chance to fire a shot. Shalfie salvages it by at least getting a trade-off, but this has to be another save, doesn't it?
Yeah, Big are happy to go for these one-on-one trades, and if they're going to peek them like that, I mean, forZe testing their luck here. They've had enough relief saves.
Yeah, Norway.
Oh, they've got some in the back pocket that they want to go for. Tough spot for Norway to be in, get shut down, bullet directly between the two. I always use those for elementary projects, elementary school projects.
Come on, man, I know you're using them for your engineering degree as well.
Ah, yes. 100%. Look at Enzi. It's got reinforcements, and it seems that Zorta wants to arrive. forZe want to take this fight. And Kenzie, I'm not sure if he wants to swing this. There's no need for him to do so. Big are nearby. They want to take these. They know that Favin is onto the right side, but here come the swing. Jerry shut down quite instantly. Favin very accurate on that shot, but Zorta gets one, runs away. They've got the numbers.
Favin's got barely any HP to work off of. One gust of air would take him off the server, and Favin's still trying to fight back. Up against two AWPs, though. He's got a very reasonable shot. Oh, that... Had he gotten that, I would have been willing to bet my chips on him.
He had 1 HP, man. If he was able to commit with a 1v3 clutch with just 1 HP...
May have gotten the previous best round, but this time around, Big are actually really well set up to take care of this long position. They've got the range. forZe trying to desperately close it in, but can they get the numbers?
Talk about range, they already closed up the gap, directly pushing onto the site, not stopping pressing on that W key. Although trading equally so far, Zorta doing damage, Norway shut down by Tizian on the long angle onto that smoke. Oh man, those rough shots. Bomb will get planted though, which gives them some breathing space. This is where the pressure is inflicted onto Big. Zorta somehow finds a kill. Tizian looking to rush in, but it's all down to Zorta. A 1-on-2. He needs to make on the full ace. He's got 3 kills and now he's got a quad. One more. Can he find it? Zorta with the pistol ace. My word, what a round for him.
They've given up basically everything on the map. The only thing they really have under their control is short and middle, and short has been smoked off. So additional time will have to be spent just clearing out these angles, just trying to push through.
And that additional time isn't really there. 35 seconds, and the more the pressure is inflicted on them, the less time they have to work here with, the more dangerous these lesser weapons become. Looking to move in, taps him with a flash. This could be perfect. Searson with a lineup. Scout there. Damage inflicted, not the finisher. Taps and peeking through. Perfectly done. Spray down. They lined up for him. There's a
even worse economic position. Searson on the AWP is going to have to be hunting for birdies. Doesn't catch him on the first try, but let's go for seconds.
Well, the setup boost was perfect there, and somehow Shelfie and Normie run away with a kill each. Now, Tabson needs to be careful. Flash thrown, but there's no one there to kind of help them with it. Some weapons can now be collected on the forZe side, and Big are looking to route their efforts together. Shelfie is there for the backstab. They're wary of it. It seems like Tabson more turns his attention towards it just to keep him back so far, but they're looking to push through. Line it towards the smoke. Sorte has to fall back, and Tizian collects him 3 on 4. Things are a little bit more palatable, but forZe already done a lot of damage. Dropping towards CT, looking to find the kills. So far, Tizian, untouched towards Goose, swings out a second time and gets another. All down to Tabson. Long distance shot. They're just too many to deal with, and forZe pull off the miracle this round. Big round for them. No pun intended. Oh, that's a foot, Tabson! You saw his big toe just easing on your screen. Norway finds the kill as well on towards long, so some openings found here by forZe.
Now, I want to see where forZe want to take this. Once again, short and long seems to be the name of the game. They've left Norway as a late round aggressor. But Tizian's going to be responsible for holding down long if Norway decides to push through. Searson has to hit these shots.
He's hit the first one, hits the second one as well. Searson looking grand. Tizian now the next man to be challenged. Tabson has to drop, and all of a sudden the round is turned up on its head. Somehow forZe have the numbers, somehow they have site control. k1to might have to deal with 2 players that aren't too healthy, but still a big task. AUG on that long distance, nobody's checking this direction. This could be massive. Now they've only just checked. Now they know he's fairly damaged up. Just a little. And now they're moving in towards mid. forZe heavy dedication towards it. Tabson maybe to have assistance towards long, but that's not the game plan of forZe. They're already looking to approach k1to up close and personal with that smoke. They've reassurance, but he's just giving away his position. There's also pressure from tunnels. They're in trouble. They need to act quickly, though, because look at the movement from CT. They can move through the smoke, and that could be troubling. They reinforced it with another smoke and a flash, so this indicates the time is now. They need to push through, but they don't have any more flashes. They need to peek these dry. They need to juggle the momentum well, and I think they have been able to do that. Tabson, damage through the wall. The bomb will get planted. It's still on 3 on 3, and still under the realms of possibility. Not easing up on the tempo. They look to move directly into this.
They're also all moving in from the same angle, so it's not going to be easy for them to pressure at all. Shelfie gets the initial shot off, uses... Didn't even have his eyes open, and he manages to get all 3
through the main Swiss, have qualified through the round of 12, and now competing against teams that are considered to be a tier above. And so far, the first upset has come through. Now, Jerry already getting a first kill as Tizian is pretending to be a kangaroo, but all of a sudden that nade can do quite a bit. Shelfie and Norway falling victims to it, but not quite aggressing to find the space. Short control coming right after, increasing the opportunities for them to find movement, getting themselves onto the site, finding the kills. forZe gain control. It's going to be Searson with a triple. Make that a quadra. No way we're looking at another pistol ace. The answer is no. Jerry denies it, gets a triple for himself. And
head down middle. It's not going to be the easiest of affairs. They're not really winning any duels here, and they've scratched up the opposition quite a bit. So if they reroute their efforts, they can decide to take better duels. It's not going to be too difficult for them to gain control of a site. Execute, starting to be readied up. Smokes have been saved. Well, a smoke has been saved for this occasion, but mostly they're going to be relying on a couple Molotovs and flashes.
Slowly easing up. Just park the car. Just barely locking it. Now they're starting to walk into the building. forZe making a grand entrance. It's a slow one, but grand nonetheless. Tizian will be able to shut one down quickly, trade it back up, but Big is so hurt. 3 out of the 4 players substantially taken damage in 20 seconds. This is where forZe need to get that bomb down. Slowly approaching the site, but they're waiting for Shelfie to execute this backstab. Kenzie increasing the pressure from the site. Beautiful performance by forZe, circulating around Big, pincering them in, and delivering a 3rd round.
That was so well done from them, and the reason Chalfie is able to get so much control of CT spawn is because forZe had already waited quite a while. They had faked middle. They had went all the way back. Once again, now I'm starting to like the tune of what Big are doing because they are willing to go for a little bit more aggression, and this is how they start to make things work. Surson already the opener, but Jerry catches Surson in the face over towards underpass.
You know Surson is there, you know you have to capitalize on that position, and it's quickly reacted by forZe. Very good communication, very good collapse, but look how far forZe has pushed up. Look what he's able to gather here. So much information. Potential to get a kill onto Norway and be a backstab, be a thorn. Does he find it? Here's a footsteps, holds back. Hello. Thank you for the AK, I'll take that. But now the information may be relayed. The fact that he saw T going towards the A site gives a call for Tizian to be aware of a push.
Now they've got to watch multiple different angles. They're definitely worried about connector because they know Favin was left over towards top middle about 20 seconds ago. Jerry can isolate the palace angle, but they still have to watch out for CT even if they can start to get comfortable. A smoke is available, which means that a bomb plant isn't going to be the hardest thing in the world. As long as he has, as long as one of the players is watching on the defense. Now it comes down to the retake.
The best situation Big has been in for a while. This should be their round. They have to make it work. forZe grouping up. 2 players, 1 angle. This Big slowly move in together, trying to eliminate all positions. Soon they'll realize. Soon they know. Utility thrown to the left side.
Got to smoke. This makes it so much harder, Pavlos.
It will. Zorta so close to this. AWP shot, his chance to start things up well. Crossfire's there. The trade is in. The bomb only been touched. Not accurate. It's being defused. The spray down not connecting. It's an into defuse to allow Big on the scoreline.
And I cannot believe he wasn't spotted by the jumping AWP player. Just scoped in too early. But mid control has been given up now by Big. How quickly do forZe make something of it? 30 seconds on the clock, so they've got to be desperate here, Pavlos.
Moving in now towards connector as well as ramp. Multi-sided entry. Surson holding back, but reinforcements quickly arriving. forZe desperate to conceal the space, desperate to confirm it. Jerry, what a shot, what a swing. Quito wants to bounce back. Jerry gets 2 before he falls. Trading equally is not good enough for Big right now. 2 on 3, forZe switch it around. Now Favin is the next player in contention as well on site. Quito holding on. Favin connects it so quick. Bashalfi and Morwi both collect their pieces. I'm seeing Tizian play more aggressive. I'm so liking this new Tizian right now. This particular round version of Tizian is what I want to see more of. No sis and all dear. It's a 2-on-2. forZe is low. Big had full control. What happened? They still should. The bomb isn't there for them. But I don't think Big has scouted that out, right? They never really pushed far enough to see where that bomb is. Kenzie somehow has to draw attention towards him because Tizian, he knows, oh, he's going to see the shadow first. He'll be able to pre-fire. Not an issue.
It's never really a favorable duel here. And for Kenzie, I think his options and his seconds are limited. Got only 16 points of health. Has the bomb, so he could get that additional money for his squad, but he probably wants to use it as bait to incentivize them into pushing.
Doesn't seem that Big really are in position to do that. Right? They've fallen back. They're kind of allowing it to go on and 2. I think it's been also called out that Kenzie is fairly low.
Oh, they're doubling up from jungle. This actually gives him a very reasonable shot at clutching it.
Spotted.
What?
But the timing is not working out. He tried to jump towards Palace, but over eager, if you will. Big pick it up. 2 rounds on the board.
I'm just really sad he pulled his knife out. It just gave himself. forZe still not really on that half advantage, and they're losing money, and they're and Big is starting to build up a bank. Say hello to Bob. I'm sure you heard the background noise.
I heard something. I thought it was either the bell or Bob. But yeah, good to know it's Bob. Sherry, though. Pleased to see Tizian. The only reason he's pleased is because he was able to put him to the dirt.
Now, forZe are waiting for Big to call some rotations because they really want a shuffle to happen before they start to commit to something. And in the meantime, all they're doing is waiting outside long. If they do decide to go for a late push, yeah, Shalfie's already sealed the deal, hasn't he? Especially with this kill over towards mid. Now they've got to direct the resources over there, and in the meantime, A should be wide open. Tapson, there's no way he can fight these 3 different angles, and Keto's going to be the last man standing.
Oh, Keto. Yeah. Last man standing. But at the same time, there's a last gun standing. But not for long. To break through and gain another.
Stopping force just short of double digits could be the name of the game, but Tapson falls, and now it's slowly reeling back into contention for them. About the same HP on both of the squads, and the T's actually have a little bit of utility to work with as well. Norway trying to find the angle. Jerry already walks into the A site, and everything's fallen apart. That shouldn't have happened with Tapson having 2 initial kills.
There you go. Good shots coming across somehow. Oh, no, this is turned around. How does forZe always do this?
Jerry's got to stop Faven from taking away his teammate because there's only 20 seconds left. They've got to make sure the bomb makes its way to the A bomb site. I would have really liked to see him pass it over instead of Jerry jumping down.
Oh, it doesn't even come down to the smoke.
I think they're falling into a similar pitfall as Entropic.
Yeah, the chances of Big taking this win home today are minimal, but if anybody thinks there's a good chance of getting their Pinnacle as a place to kind of place your odds on that, and using the promo code Winter22, you guys can get yourselves some sweet offerings upon that sign up. But honestly, you might want to wait for another game because Big's chances here are slim, unless you have a good hunch, because Jerry, this is the next fight. Spray down across, misses that second. Just a second earlier, could have been a kill for him. Okay, all right. From short as well. Tizian in the center of the site. Spray down across, but Norby finds it. 2-on-2. Keto close by. Oh, what a peek. Shalfie looks to recover, but Big at least get the final round. He's going to fall back towards ramp.
Big have so much control here. They're managing to pincer here from short apartments and CT spawn. It's nearly impossible to take care of this, but Shalfie, he's not going to be stopped from trying.
Shalfie, what can you do here? Certainly, I mean, forZe found most of the kills. This shouldn't have been theirs.
The audio cue.
Oh, there you go. Keto quick to react on that. Finds a headshot, but it's a 3-on-3. Look behind you, though, Shalfie. So many players he has to find contact with, but Keto stabilizes. Jerry, what a shot.
No way.
as well. forZe bring out a force buy. That is the big question. Now jumping back into the game, Jerry onto the side. Here comes the flash. The swing will come through. That's as simple as they come. First pick going to forZe. You also have to look at Big, right? Movement towards mid. Deep smoke. That's not going to cover Kenzie. That's not going to cover Kenzie anytime. Any player that's deep in connector will not get stopped by that smoke. And we will not be seeing a resurgence from Big. We will not be seeing a 7th or 8th round, at least not yet. Because forZe have been able to stop it in his tracks. Or have I spoken too soon? Tizian somehow is able to thread the needle and get themselves some control. Bomb can now safely be collected. There's no one from the forZe side that is collecting this. Oh, the movement has been hurt, but it doesn't matter. Jerry is better to the trigger. Keto couldn't quite recover in time, and oh dear, Tizian. Your entire team is begging you to clutch this. That's one step. 2 to go. Smoke to the side will keep out Zorte for a little bit. The bomb will get planted, but this is where forZe group up. For Tizian to clutch this, he needs 2 more kills. Build that quadra up. No shot will connect by Zorte. Gives him another chance. This could be it. How do you even do this? This is incredible. So much tension onto Tizia and spots him out. Both players know where each other are. Swinging through, but it just works out for Kenzie. Picks up a defuse kit, picks up the AWP because it's just plenty of time. And
Big to be able to replicate this for 6 more rounds. Oh, there's the head. Tapson actually looking forward to taking that duel, but he's still managed to botch it. Here it comes, B-side aggression.
Ooh, Shuffy, what can you do here? Already getting one onto the site, but Big are heavily coming into this quickly. Swinging again, somehow delivering, but the flames will be his downfall. Burnt to a crisp. Now 2-on-3 and Jerry on close proximity. forZe somehow have the numbers. It all started with Deagles, but somehow this could be where they close things out. They don't know. Zisson will be shutting down Zorte as a distraction. Kenzie coming in. It's going to be a 1-on-1. Very low. 69 points of health. 2 kills to his name, but he wants the triple. Bomb directly in front of him, ticking away, increasing the pressure. To the side, it's a matter of who finds who first, and it's going to be Kenzie. The Russians of forZe will be able to take on the Germans of Big. 16-9.